So this is how you identify what a situationship is and how you avoid them. Situationships sound better than what they really are. So a situationship is a non-committed, no title based relationship. However, you act like you're in a relationship and everybody around you thinks that you are. But the truth is that you're really not. I've actually had clients tell me that they have been with people for years, and people think that they're married. They just don't wear rings or wear bands because they're together so much. It looks like they're in an actual relationship, and they're not. So that's a situationship. You know, you might post pictures and, you know, go on trips together and throw functions together, and to the public's eye, it looks like you're in a relationship, but you two have not sat down and come to an agreement that you all are an item or you're all exclusive. Everything is perfect in a situationship until you realize that you all have set no expectations for each other. Everything is good up until the conversation comes up, and that's when everything just goes like super, super left. So the greatest way to avoid, number one, avoid being in a situationship is to talk about what it is that you truly want. I know Ayanla did a video on YouTube, and she actually talks about the reason why women end up, you know, just miserable and not happy is because they don't say what they really feel or what they really want. They're like, oh, I just want to kick it too, knowing that you just don't want to kick it, you know, and not being honest about how you really feel. And I think that serves you and it serves the other person because everybody's clear about where we're going or where we're not going. So the best way to avoid being in a situationship is to talk about expectations the first month or I say that at least the first 3 months, talking about what it is that you really want. And if that's not what you want, tell them, you know, what's going to happen? You going to get detention or are you going to get, you know, put in time out? I always think about the worst thing. Like every time I'm afraid to do something or I'm afraid to speak up, I'm like, what's the worst thing that could happen? We stop talking. Okay, we just stop talking, you know. At least everybody's clear and it's the even playing field. The second thing that I think that's the most crucial, be willing to listen to what the person says. After you ask about the expectation, listen. Take a note, take a screenshot in your mind. He said he don't want no dog. So 12 years down the road, you bring Betsy home, might not be a good thing, you know. He said he did. Now, some people grow into stuff, but what I have learned about men, studying men, being around men, having a lot of male figures in my family that I highly respect, they usually don't change their mind. They can get convinced on stuff, swayed, you know, maybe encouraged a little bit, but men stick to their guns way better than women. When men like, I'm done, they done. Like when they say I don't want to talk to her anymore, they're so serious. They don't go back and forth as much as women do. I wouldn't say they never do, but they don't do it as much as us. When they are done with somebody, they done. Like for real. Something that I really respect about them. You know, if he says that he doesn't want to be in a relationship, he's telling the truth. If he says that he never wants to get married, he's telling the truth. If he said he does not want kids, he's telling the truth. I don't think that we should be in a place where we think we can convince him or, you know, sex is going to get him change his mind or spending time or you cooking your best meal, your Sunday's best. Go ask any dude. Like 10 times out of 10, they pretty solid and convinced on what they say. So I would highly suggest and consider for yourself, like listening to every single thing they say and taking a memory screenshot of what it is that they say. Because when we don't listen, we set ourselves up for the loss. You set yourself up for the loss every single time you don't listen to what someone says that they want. And it's always cool to revisit conversations to be sure, especially if you like that person. There's nothing wrong with liking them. But if he said that and then you ask him again and he says the exact same thing, believe him, sis. Believe him. Save you, him, and your pillow time. So you won't be sitting up here crying about what happened. Save yourself time by listening to what the person says. Go ahead and talk about the expectations of what it is that you want, because situationships are all fun and dandy until you wake up and you realize you didn't get anything that you wanted. Not nothing. and it's a waste of time. So in my book, Never Ask for Permission Again, Situationships is the first chapter. It is my favorite chapter. To me, it's a funny chapter and a serious chapter, but you want to get this book. I'm telling you, Never Ask for Permission Again is available right now. The link is in the description. Make sure you all subscribe to this channel, and I will see you all very soon.